Today is the 9th of February 2024, and this will be our 50 video on some possible questions. Okay, after this video I'm going to decide whether we'll continue solving more questions or do some graph work like cumulative frequency, do videos on that, and then go back solving questions. Okay, if you are going to write your exam in a few months, I'd like to know your thoughts about that. Okay, because I need to show you that those type of graph work in case it shows up in your exams, because they always come. So here, thank you everyone who has subscribed to our videos. Please, if you haven't subscribed already, can you consider subscribing, sharing, liking, and following us? I will appreciate that. If the account is not yours, please ask permission from the account holder. It's very important. Follow my notes/script. You normally see it. Please follow my notes/script. Okay, in the comment section. So for instance, this is 4x z y to the power 4. So if you hear anything apart from that, for instance, that is a z, not a 2. Okay, as in zebra. Okay, so if you hear anything apart from that, go by the notes. Please beware of scammers. Okay, that is why you have to ask permission also from the account holder. Okay, so that if ask help to open your account and then use that to subscribe. Also, when we upload videos, you get a notification from us. Beware of scammers. Okay, please do take care of yourself whilst online. Recap. Watch last video for recap. Okay, it will help you a lot. We are still doing higher non-calculator papers. Okay, starter is a higher non-calculator paper. Okay, simplify 12x to the power 4 y to the power 6 z divided by 4xy squared. Now 4 goes into 12 3 times. The rules of indices which you have in your flashcard: x to the power 4 x divided by x to the power 1 becomes x to the power 3. Y to the power 6 divided by y to the power 2 becomes y to the power 4. Z is on its own, so we have z. So your answer can be 3x cubed y to the power 4z, or 3z x cubed y to the power 4. Whichever way you arrange it is right. Now simplify 20x squared y4 z squared all over 5xz. So 20 divided by 4 is 4. X squared, that is 2 of x's, divided by x, you get only 1x. Z squared divided by z, you get 1z. And then y to the power 4, because there's nothing dividing for a y. So your answer becomes 4x z y to the power 4. Another simplified question. 18x to the power 5, y to the power 3, z to the power 4, all divided by 6x to the power 3, y to the power 3, z squared. So now 18 divided by 6 is 3, x to the power 5, x to the power 3 will give you x squared. Y to the power 3, y to the power 3 will cancel out. Z to the power 4, z squared will give you z squared. Okay, so that's a starter. And these are higher papers, non-calculator. And as I've just shown you, you don't need the calculator to do 18 over 3, 18 over 6, because 6 times 3 is 18. You don't need the calculator to do 20 over 5. And you don't need the calculator to break all this down. Okay? You don't need the calculator to do 12 divided by 4. So as I said again, the non-calculator paper, you can easily work with the numbers. Okay? Now let's look at what we are doing today. Okay? This is also a higher non-calculator paper. The net of a cuboid and the area of each face is as shown in the diagram. So this is my cuboid here. Okay, and the net is when you open it up. Okay, we've looked at cylinders and stuff. So when you open this cuboid out, you are going to get this shape here, and that shape is the net. Okay, I hope you can see. That is my cuboid, that is my shape. Okay, now they've given us the area of each face. Okay, so that is 15 centimeters squared, 20 centimeters squared, 15 centimeters squared, 20 centimeters squared, 12 centimeters squared, and 12 centimeters squared. They are asking us to find the volume. Okay, now because of that, you have to look at it critically, because you have to look at factors critically. Okay, what two numbers, if you multiply together, will give you 20? So you are looking at 10 and 2, 20 and 1. The shape is not to scale. Okay, 20 and 1, 4 and 5, or 5 or 4. But if you choose 20 and 1, then that side becomes 20. Okay, but if you use 20, you are not going to get 15 for this shape here. Okay, now if you use 5 and 3, so this is where your knowledge of factors come in, then you can get 5 and 3 equals 15 centimeters. Okay, so I'll go by 5 here, 5 there, 5 there, and 5 there. All those I labeled them. So now 5 times 3 will give me 50. So I've found this the length and the height. Now the width. Okay, if that is 5, then that should be 4. Okay, to give me 20. So all of a sudden, I know the length, width, and height. Okay, 5, 4, and 3. So now I can use that to find the volume. Okay, so in this question, your knowledge of factors is very important. So now that I know the volume, the length, width, and height, okay, using 5 by 4 centimeters by 3 centimeters. My volume is 5 times 4 times 3, all in centimeters. 5 times 4 is 20, times 3 is 60. So my volume for the cuboid with the face of the net drawn will be 60 centimeter cube. Volume is in cube. Okay, they've given us the face, the area, so volume is in cube. Remember to always put the accurate units. Now let's look another question. This is also a higher non-calculator paper. It's easy, so I thought I'll add it to today's question. A manager of a leisure center uses this questionnaire in his survey. Okay, so these questions look simple, but as you go along, they can give you a mark of 2 that you can collect. Okay, how much time? So this is the question: how much time do you spend taking exercise? Now he has this box never, which is okay. 0 to 1 hours. Okay, 1 to 2 hours, but there's something wrong with this and that. 3 to 4 hours. Okay, because if you exercise for 1 hour, which one are you going to take? Okay, so because of the overlapping thing, that is something that we have to address. What 2 things are wrong with the question? So 2 things, we have to find them. 1, overlapping response. Between that 1 hour, where are you going to put them? There or there? Okay, which box are you going to take? And then there is no time frame. How long? Okay, because some people might not be able to do 1 hour, but they can do 15 minutes in the gym, in the exercise session, and do something else. Okay, so get 0 to 1 hour is quite a bit vague. Okay, so the and then missing time, not enough time options. Okay, so somebody might be like 90 minutes. Okay, so you have to plan it such that somebody, if you say never, it's not true, because some people might just want to do 10 minutes. That is all they can do, or 5 minutes. So if you say 0, it's not true, because some people, even though they are not well, they might want to do 5 minutes. Okay, so you can do 0 to maybe 15 minutes, and then 15 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, and then maybe you do maybe more than 1 hour. Okay, so these are the three things that, but they said Gcse 2, so you can just give any of these two answers. Yeah. Okay, now this is also a continuation of the question here. Complete the response session for this question. Okay, how many days in a week would you use the leisure center? Okay, so you have 7 days in a week, so you shouldn't be saying you shouldn't, as we get discussed, you shouldn't overlap them. Okay, you can give more than 4 boxes to say that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, or as I've done it, you can say that 0 because maybe you can do you are active at work, you do your exercise outside, you go for jogging, so you don't need a leisure center, and maybe you wouldn't want to go there for any other thing. Or you can say 1 to 2 days, but it shouldn't overlap to say 2 to 3 as we just saw. So you can say 0, that means you don't want to be part of their leisure center. Or 1 to 2 days, so that they can make room for you and charge you accordingly. Or 3 to 4 days, okay, or 5 to 6 days, or all the 7 days. Maybe you would like to go there early in the morning before you go to work, or you want to come back every evening after work and just do an hour of exercise. Okay, so these are the possible things. So you can see here again, there's a question that gives you a manager's questionnaire, and then it goes on to ask you to create your own response. Okay, so this is another example of one question having its root on the other, which your first knowledge can help you answer the other question. Yeah. So I thought it was a good question for me to bring. Again, no calculator required. It's just a few reasoning, and you should be able to answer the question accurately. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, for joining me in today's lesson. Please subscribe, share, like, follow. It will be very appreciated. Okay, and please beware of scammers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you in the next. Thank you.